Hello viewers, welcome to Economics Academy. Today, as part of the Concept of the Day series, we are going to discuss about an important constitutional post, that is Vice President of India. So why are we discussing this? In the recent context, some MPs in Rajya Sabha has initiated a no confidence motion against the second constitutional post, that is Vice President of India, who is also the de facto chairman of Rajya Sabha. So in this regard, let us understand the provisions related to the office of Vice President and what will be the procedure in case to remove the Vice President, on what grounds we can remove, and is there any instance in the past where they have removed the Vice President from his office. So all this we are going to discuss in this video. So first, let us see the video components. So we are going to discuss these aspects, right? So now, it forms under polity and constitution point of view. So then, next, what is the recent context? So as you have seen, some opposition members have moved no confidence motion against the current Vice President of India, Jagdeep Dhankar, right, in Rajya Sabha. So let us understand what is the main thing here, right? So the reason is different. Political reasons are not much important for your exam, but we need to understand the office of Vice President. Okay, so Vice President is the second constitutional post, second highest constitutional post after the President of India. And this concept of Vice President was borrowed from American Constitution. So we have taken from American Constitution. Let us also understand at the end what is the primary difference between Indian Vice President and American Vice President. That is different. Then whoever the Vice President is there, so he will be the de facto chairman of or official chairman of Rajya Sabha. So whoever the Vice President will be, he will be de facto chairman or official chairman of Rajya Sabha. Then let us understand, for example, when there is President, Vice President will be the de facto chairman of Rajya Sabha. But in case if President is on leave or he is vacant, or the post of President is vacant, or if the person is ill, then what happens? Vice President will occupy the post of President for some time, till that particular time. So then he will not exercise the post of chairman of Rajya Sabha. In his place, who will generally exercise the duty? It is the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha, right? So these things have to be understood. Then what is the article that talks about Vice President of India? That is Article 63. So according to Article 63, there shall be Vice President of India, because the post of President is very much important. So if the President is not available, then there should be some alternative to fill that particular post for the time being, and that was felt through the post of Vice President. And what are the qualifications mentioned by Indian Constitution is, he must be a citizen of India, he should be of 35 years of age, and he should be qualified to become a member of Rajya Sabha. He should be qualified, that's it. But he need not be actually the member of Rajya Sabha, and he should not hold any office of profit. So these are the conditions or qualifications mentioned for the post of Vice President. Then who are going to elect? So this person will be elected from the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Both elected members and nominated members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will elect the Vice President, and there won't be any participation from the state legislature, where they will participate in the presidential election. That is also clear for you, right? Then we also have to understand what will be the grounds, right? So although Constitution clearly did not stipulate what are the grounds for removal of the Vice President, but if the House feels, if that person is not exercising his duties impartially, then they can initiate no confidence motion, because he is also the presiding officer of the House, right? Then we have to understand what is the procedure to initiate this no trust motion or no confidence motion. So here Article 67 clause B talks about the removal or the position, removal for the position of Vice President of India. Then Article 90 talks about the vacancy, resignation of the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha, right? Let us understand. In the context of President of India, the term impeachment was used by the Constitution of India, but in terms of Vice President, they did not actually use the same term. So let us understand, if Vice President have to be removed from the post, then the process should initiate in the Rajya Sabha, right? So at least 14 days notice has to be initiated. At the same time, Rajya Sabha should pass that with effective majority. Rajya Sabha should pass the resolution for removing the Vice President with effective majority. So what is effective majority? Let us understand. For example, if there are 250 members in the House, original strength of the House is 250 members, but out of which 236 members, 16 members were, or 16 posts or seats were vacant. If you deduct 250 and 16, we'll get 234. 234, 50%. Out of this, that will be the effective majority. That means, for example, if you take 172, right, 162 will be the effective majority. So that will be the effective majority that should be there in the Rajya Sabha to remove the person from the post of vice president. So if the Rajya Sabha passes the resolution with effective majority, so effective majority means out of the effective strength of the house, that means deducting the vacancies, 50% of the majority should be there. Then after this, Lok Sabha should agree. Lok Sabha should also, don't consider that Lok Sabha cannot initiate. It has to initiate in the Rajya Sabha itself. But Lok Sabha also has to agree with simple majority. Simple majority means 50% of present and voting plus 1, right? So this is a majority, simple majority that is required in the Lok Sabha. So once if the two houses passes with the requisite majority, then the vice president stands to be impeached or removed from his office. So far, no vice president was actually impeached in India or removed from his office. So this is what you have to understand. Then let us understand what is the role of the vice president. So he will function as an alternative president, right? So when there is a vacancy in the post of the president or due to his resignation or removal, then vice president will act as the president for the time being, right? So that means 6 months maximum time, right? Because any vacancy or any resignation to the post of president has to be filled within 6 months. That means election has to be again held within that 6 months period. That means at max for 6 months only, Indian vice president can act as president of India. At that time, he'll also enjoy all the powers and all the salaries which the president of India will entitle to. But he will not function at that time as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. This is what you have to understand. Then what is in the case of US president? In US president, once if the post of president becomes vacant, the vice president will continue for the remaining term. That means how much time is remaining, that entire term will be occupied by the vice president as the president of the US. So that is a primary difference between the vice president and vice president of USA and India. Now let us understand with the case of a practice question. So the chairman and deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha are not members of that house. Then while the nominated members of the two houses of the parliament have no voting right in the presidential election, they have the voting right in the election of vice president. So among these, which you feel is the correct option, let me know in the comment section. Then today, let us see the practice question for mains also. Discuss the role of vice presidents in India as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. This was the question asked by UPSC in 2022. So very important. So although sometimes the question seems to be very easy, still there is a high chance of asking basic questions also in mains. So we need to be aware of the recent developments that can be like a value addition to your answers. At the same time, we also have to remember some constitutional provisions along with what is the procedure in these type of situations. So this is all with respect to today's video. We have seen the removal of vice president, what will happen, what is the procedure along with the constitutional provisions regarding his office. So this is what today's concept video, and let us see in the next two concepts more important topics related to polity. I hope this video is useful as part of your preparation. Thanks for joining. All the very best.